Welcome back to Cardinals franchise. 2030 is upon us. The Pirates are already 1-0, but our opening day is Thursday, the 28th, which is today, coincidentally, at the Philadelphia Phillies. I feel like we've been here before. Why do we keep starting the season against the Phillies? Well, our rankings are very different from what you've seen in the past. We are projected 95 wins. We have the second-ranked team in baseball, 5th in contact, 6th in power, pitching 4th, defense 12th. Speed, 2nd. We're live on Twitch like always, and I'm excited for this team. I really think this could be the year. This is the lineup that we're going to be rolling out against right-handers. Danny Wright, I think, is the right move to lead off after an incredible 2029. He is up to B potential, although it's probably just 80. He had a great year last year in the strong side platoon with Joshua Baez, and I don't really see that changing at this point. We'll see what happens. Obviously, injuries happen. Players are going to underperform, and maybe we make some changes. But for right now, I like this lineup. Danny Wright, Elly De La Cruz, new Cardinal, big addition in the offseason. Riley Green, Bryant Beach hitting cleanup, playing third base. Chris Valdez will start as the opening day designated hitter against righties. Got J.J. Weatherholt, Nolan Gorman, Raniel Rodriguez, and Victor Scott, of course, in center field. Off the bench, Ivan Herrera, Thomas Jayce, Gleyber Torres, and Joshua Baez. It's a loaded team. It may not be the Dodgers, who were the first team in baseball, who got Mason Miller, by the way, but it's a very good team. Against lefties, this will be the lineup you'll see on opening day. Against Jesus Luzardo, we'll be facing a very good pitcher, but we got a very good lineup. Gleyber Torres, Riley Green, Nolan Gorman hitting third, Elly De La Cruz batting cleanup before we get to Bryant Beach. J.J. Weatherholt was the leadoff hitter last year. You look at the numbers, he's a guy that doesn't really get on base that much. He's been a very good player for us, hit 30 home runs, so why am I moving him all the way down? I just want guys at the top of the order that get on base and the rest of the guys can drive them in. Ivan Herrera is going to be the short side platoon against lefties. So I love Raniel Rodriguez. He had a great season last year. He had a great postseason for the most part. Like, this is a fantastic season for a catcher, 820 OPS. Herrera, unfortunately, is kind of getting phased out. You know, he did have a very good season for us in 2027. OPS at 790, hit 27 home runs. But since then, he's got a little bit worse, got a little bit worse. He's playing less, and he's just not performing. And it's disappointing. But still in the lineup against lefties, facing a lot less lefties compared to right-handers. So he's not going to be playing a ton. And then we have Joshua Baez, kind of the same deal. And then Victor Scott. Baez I like, but the reality might be he's just not as good as Danny Wright. He's better defensively by a lot. But even against lefties, he's maybe not as good as Danny Wright. Has a little bit more power, but I like him as a bench player / not everyday player. I think that's where we saw the best production of his career. 800 OPS last year, hit 280, 333 on base. He's typically not a guy that walks a ton, but he does hit some bombs. So I want him in the lineup. Of course, you know the bench will be Raniel Rodriguez, Jayce, Danny Wright, and Chris Valdez. We've got a good problem right now, which is that the team's really, really good. Obviously, that means having some good players down in the minor leagues. David Duff is the top one that everybody wants to see up, and I get it. He's still only 20 years old, and I'll tell you right now, he's the number one prospect in baseball. Obviously, the number one in our organization, kind of how that works. He will be up at some point this year. Right now, we just don't need him to be at the major league level. We just don't need it. Hawkeyes, thanks for the tier 1. And I recognize the talent. We still want him to develop defensively a little bit. Obviously, the bat's very good. I want that discipline to rise up a little bit too. He's going to be a good player. He's going to tear up AAA. He's going to end up being a very solid player for us, but he's just not going to be on the opening day roster, despite hitting well in spring training. And Sean Burke will make the opening day rotation. I really like what Cade Anderson was able to give us last year. I just think there's still more development to be done. And based on him having options and Sean Burke not having options, it makes more sense, at least in the beginning of the year, to start Sean Burke, see what happens. And as always, players will be hot and cold. Players will get hurt. there will be openings not only in the rotation, but also in the starting lineup, and that could lead David Duff to make a debut, or Liam Doyle, Kate Anderson to come back up. Mick Abel, of course, will also start in the bullpen. I've wanted to develop him as a starter. His numbers have actually been okay when he's been up, but we haven't seen him in a full year at the major league level, so he's going to get a shot. A lot of these guys on waivers will be back on our team, so we're going to have to change the way the minor league system looks. But I'm very excited to start this season. I know everyone has an opinion about what the roster should be, who should be traded, who should be wherever. But we've got a great team this year. We got a lot of potential for the future with the number 1 prospect in baseball in David Duff, the number 7 prospect in baseball in Ellis Padilla. I'm not sure about the 2031 MLB ETA, but he's still quite good. Juan Bonilla has a 2030 MLB ETA. I can guarantee you that will not be happening. Seamus Hassett makes our 4th top 10 prospect in the sport. Looks very Mason Wynn-esque. He's also got a 2030 ETA. Also not going to be happening. Need that bat to come a long way. Chris Valdez still has prospect status, so he's going to be firmly in the Rookie of the Year conversation. And we also, of course, have Liam Doyle, who's still top 40 somehow. Seems crazy. We also have Pedro Gutierrez, but David Dooley, I imagine he'll make his debut this year as well. Reliever. There will be spots opening in the pen, I'm sure. But we have a lot of good pitchers. And again, we've just got a lot of really good players right now. And it's a good problem to have. It's tough to find spots for all these guys. We have so many top prospects. We have the number 1 farm team probably by about a mile. Like, let's see who the last top 100 prospect is for us. Rodney Fuentes at 94. That is our number 11 ranked prospect. We have 11 top 100 players, and even good players not included, like Kevin Jacobs. Just doesn't have the potential, but the bat is major league ready. So, we've got a stellar team. I think we're going to have a phenomenal year. I'm excited to jump in, and I'm excited to take on the Phillies here on opening day. We'll be facing their ace, Jesus Luzardo, and we'll be debuting an ace of our own. That's right, Brian Wu makes his Cardinal debut. We got him in the offseason. He was a big signing for us. He won the Cy Young last year in 2029. Looking to go back-to-back, doing so in different leagues. It'll start with a great start today. You guys are already familiar with the lineup that we're going to be showing against the lefty. And the lineup we'll be facing for the Phillies features 4 lefties at the top. Bryce Turang, Bryce Harper, Matt Wallner, Kyle Schwarber, Trey Turner, Gabriel Moreno, Brandon Marsh. It's a very, very good team. And they're absolutely somebody to look at in the National League as a potential World Series contender. We'll see what this team has in store for us. Mendoza, thanks for the tier 1. Thank you very much. Alkali, thanks for the prime. Let's go. Let's get predictions down in the chat. What do you think happens this season? Give me a bold prediction and a not so bold prediction. Who do you think our team MVP will be? Is it a pitcher? Is it a hitter? A lot of decent options to choose from. I'm hoping we can start hot. Legend difficulty for hitting, timing based. GOAT difficulty for pitching. On the road, opening day, there is the star of Rockies franchise, Jesus Luzardo. Very pedestrian numbers in 2029. Actually, maybe even less than pedestrian. They were very bad.
Number 25, Gleyber Torres.
So maybe not the best opening day starter for Philadelphia. That's off the plate. That's off the plate. That's how we're going to start. That's not even close. 2-1. I don't know if Gleyber is going to be a long-term fit with this team. That's been a big talking point by a lot of you guys. And I get it. Gleyber's a little bit older. He's expensive. He's kind of been phased out. He's positionless. He's got to hit really well if he's going to designate a hit for us. And right now, that's kind of only against lefties. Is the value actually there as Gleyber flies out to start the game? We'll see. You know, I really think this is the team. But that doesn't mean that changes won't be made at some point, right? You can see the projected numbers here. Riley Green expected to hit close to 300, but nobody else really even remotely close. We'll see what happens. My hope is that we exceed a lot of these projections, and I think we will. You look at the numbers last year from Riley Green. He hit close to 340, OPS well over 1,000. The power was absolutely there. He's a tremendous player.
No, inside.
And hitting second for a reason. That's typically where the best hitter in the lineup goes nowadays. And it makes a lot of sense.
Ball.
Get a lot of at-bats, but still have guys that can get on base in front of you that you can drive in. And you can see next plate appearance will be the first of the year for Nolan Gorman. What a fun fact. And this is what we want the guys at the top of the order to do. Get on base, set the table for guys at 3, 4, 5, 6. Here's Nolan Gorman. Fan favorite.
Ball.
Everybody loves Nolan. He takes a close sweeper off the plate. And I'm hoping for a big year from him. He hits lefties quite well. Has very good power against both sides, but the power is actually even better against righties. It's a tough pitch to miss there. And Nolan's going to ground out hard to second. One back on to first, double play. Good turn from Trey Turner at short. Hit the ball hard, but nothing to show for it. Just a hard ground ball the other way to shortstop. Easy throw to second. Easy double play. Gorman does not run especially well. And we'll see the debut. First time in a Cardinal uniform for Bryan Woo. We'll have to wait another at-bat to see Elly De La Cruz. And there are the numbers from Bryan Woo last year. Over 200 innings, 14-4 record. ERA right around 3, near 200 strikeouts. That's why he was the Cy Young winner. And that's why we prioritized getting him in free agency. A lot of folks wanted Paul Skeens. Bryan Woo, good pitch. Kind of a big zone today. Bryan Woo was a lot cheaper and outperformed Paul Skeens.
Ball. That's inside.
Now Bryan Woo moves over to the National League, and Paul Skeens moves over to the American League. So kind of a fun swap there. Skeens signed like a $55 million contract to be a Red Sox, and it's not a great start for Woo on the mound. A leadoff double for Bryce Turang. Slider missed wide and got right down the middle. Not where you want to locate that pitch. Ground ball to Gorman, gets the runner over to third. Gorman tags the bag. One down, and we'll try to strand that runner. It's Matt Wallner. Wallner's got a lot of power, but will expand. He's got to make it close enough to where he will expand.
Ball 3.
I don't really want to have Kyle Schwarber come up with 2 on. Big 3-2. Payoff pitch. Popped up behind home. It's going to get out of play. Kyle and Mike, thanks for the prime subs. Let's go to the change up. Good pitch. Wallner staying alive. Try the slider. Wallner is just making contact with everything right now. Try to go back door. Oh, we just miss. Woo had a good idea with the slider. Just couldn't quite locate it. And now it's first and third, 1 out. But the double play is on the table. And here's a pop-up. First look at Elly De La Cruz in a Cardinal uniform. He snags that in shallow left. Easy throw home. Runners are stranded. 2 outs now. We're trying to strand them for real. Got Schwarber jammed. This is another guy who will expand the zone. We got to make him. Ground ball. Weatherholt is there. Turner runs really well, but Woo works out of it. Runners are stranded. Still zeros. Good way to pitch out of that for Bryan Woo. And here he is. $35 million a season man. Monster contract. He'll be a Cardinal for the next 10 years. Here is Elly De La Cruz making his Cardinal debut. Elly emotes in the chat. Fouls back a heater. Count stays 1-2. Sully, thanks for the prime sub. High fastball fouled back. Looking to drive that Luzardo pitch count up. Here's pitch number 21. And it's a changeup rolled over foul. Just find your pitch, Ellie. Make your Cardinal debut a memorable one. 2-2. Brownie fan, thanks for the prime. We've got a fan in the chat rooting against Ellie. Seems bizarre. And this one might actually dink down. They're playing him so deep. But it really hung up there. And Ellie will fly out in his first at bat. And here is Bryant Beach. 2028 Rookie of the Year. Had a very nice season in 2029, but nothing to show for it in the awards category. Hoping for a big 2030. Let's go, Beach. We know what you can do for us. Ooh, monster changeup. And I feel like a lot of the times that we've seen Bryant Beach lately, it's been against the lefty, and those are just tough at-bats. Luzardo certainly, but Beach does not care. Goes out and hammers a fastball to center. We've got our first hit of 2030. And who but Bryant Beach? Professional hitter. All of his at-bats look really good. He does swing and miss every now and again. Enrique, thanks for the prime sub. But overall, tremendous hitter. Can also steal a base or two. He's going to take off. Chose a good pitch to run on. And that's second base for Bryant Beach. In scoring position here. Not maybe the best jump in the world. But chose the good pitch to run on 2-2. And it now gives J.J. Weatherholt an RBI opportunity. He's got to find something. Get your pitch here, but it's 3-2, so of course, you need to protect. And Weatherholt will pop up. His playoff struggles last year were well documented. Hopefully that does not carry over into this 2030 season. You just got to put that behind you. But this is a great hitter to have up. Very clutch. Hits lefties. Ivan Herrera.
Nope, outside.
Obviously, there's a thought that, he's one of these older Cardinals now that could potentially get phased out and replaced with the emergence of Raniel Rodriguez. So he's got to perform well to stay in this lineup. He's not really even an everyday player anymore. Takes a fastball down. Well located. It's another full count for Luzardo. And that ball is smashed into left field. It's a base hit. Fastball in. Herrera brought the hands in, and he'll drive in a run. 1-0 Cardinals as Bryant Beach comes around to score. Great two-out hitting from Ivan Herrera. That fastball was way in, but he brought the hands in. He turned on it and puts us on the board. Eclipse, thanks for the prime. Luzardo is living on the black. 3-2, another full count. And that's a hanger. Baez, deep to right. No doubt about it. 3-0 Cards. Joshua Baez getting the start against the lefty. And we are coming alive here in the second inning. Oppo taco for Baez. Only 377 feet, but you know what? It counts. A lot of power to go the other way. Just stay on that. That was a big mistake from Luzardo. A hanging breaking ball. Baez didn't try to do too much. Just put a good swing on it. Maybe about 10 rows back. And that gives us a little bit of insurance here early in this game. A little bit of room for error for Brian Wu against a very good Philadelphia lineup, but hopefully, obviously, we keep their runs down. As Victor Scott, ground ball to short, Turner over to one. That is the inning, but the damage was done, courtesy of 2027 Rookie of the Year, Joshua Baez. Alpha Tyler, thanks for the prime. Big swing. Hopefully Brian Wu can be a little bit better here in inning number 2.
Ball, that's
Double
it.
and a walk. Now 3-1 to Gabriel Moreno. Fastball down, smoked, hit deep to right field, hooking foul. Here's the 3-2. Let's see if we can get him to expand. Don't want to give in here. And we do get a chase. Sweeper in the other batter's box. Moreno can't hold back the swing. Fully went around. And obviously we'll wish he had that one back. Rob Starr, thanks for the prime. That ball smoked to Baez. Shoestring catch. 2 down. 105 off the bat for Marsh. Nothing to show for it. Let's go Wu. Bit of a better inning. That ball's hit deep to right. Baez chasing down the sideline. Foul line there, excuse me. Cannot make the catch, even with the diving effort. Fastball up, struck him out. First strikeout for Brian Wu in a Cardinals uniform. You love to see it. Some hard contact there, but nothing bad. And here's Glaber back up to the top of the order here in the 3rd inning. Good sinker. 1 and 2. You see Glaber's the 4-time All-Star. Did so in 2025, 2026 most recently.
Nope.
He was a big signing for us, and he's been a good player. You know, has not been an exceptional player, but has been very good overall. He has good at-bats. He doesn't play defense well at all, but he has good at-bats. Mostly. Full count there, strikes out on the inside fastball. Good pitch from Luzardo. Just extremely well located. Riley Green jammed and lines out. Very quickly 2 away here. As we get to Nolan Gorman, typically you want guys on in front of Gorman with his power. He can change the game in a hurry. But solo shots, typically not the end of the world. Although I'd take one here. Ground ball, hit hard, back up the middle. And this one, not a double play, not a ground out. It's a base hit. Nolan Gorman with a little 2-out single.
Up next for the Cardinals, shortstop.
Here's Ellie De La Cruz searching for that first Cardinal hit. A lot of high fastballs last time up. This one, not so much. Ellie, hanging slider, hits it deep to left field. Marsh camped underneath it. 3rd out of the inning is made. Good swing. Just got a little bit underneath it, unfortunately. We're back up to pitch. Jared Triolo will lead things off, the number 9 hitter. We're back to the top, and he'll pop up behind home. Herrera is there. He'll find it for out number 1. Here's Bryce Terang. Leadoff double. Didn't turn into much. He's looking for another double, and he might have one. Scott's got very good range, but playing deep, and Bryce Terang proving to be a very difficult out so far. This guy's unbelievable. That's not even an easy pitch to hit. He just brought his hands all the way in. He just got it out to right center. He'll work that high fastball with Wu. Maybe not. This one's hit deep to right. Baez not even moving. 3-2. Phillies have brought it within 1. Didn't hit it particularly hard or far, but hard and far enough. Just over the fence. Fastball didn't really get up enough. And Harper's too good. Eventually he's going to hit one of those.
8-2.
All right, well. Not the perfect start for our ace. Hopefully not a sign of things to come. Just a 2-run homer by a former MVP. That type of stuff happens. Here's the 1-2, searching for out number 2.
That's ball 2.
Not on that pitch. 2-2.
That's ball 3.
Very close sinker. Wallner holds off. 3-2. Wu's pitch count over 50. Missed with the changeup. Wallner gets first for free. All right, Brian. Schwarber's a double play threat. Get the ball down. Good spot with the sinker. That's the type of result we want. That ball's hit deep to right or left center. Victor Scott gonna have to play it off the wall. Does so beautifully. We might have a play at the plate. Ellie's got a great arm. Here's the throw. Not in time. We're tied. Dylan makes the prime. Yeah, Schwarber's just got a lot of power. It is a very good lineup. All right. Settle in here. It's going to be another base hit. Schwarber doesn't have enough speed to turn this into a run. We might have to get away from this sinker. It's getting hammered right now. We kind of need a strikeout. Crowd getting into it. Got him on the sweeper last time. No! Ellie, please!
Yes, you're out.
It's just hit too softly to turn that into 2. Ellie actually made it surprisingly close. Now the Phillies have 4. Like, we got the result we wanted, kind of. He just hit it too weakly. It's another hit. 3rd inning disaster for Brian Wu. Let's try to calm him down on the mound. 71 pitches. He's kind of getting smacked around a little bit. Nobody's chasing the changeup. That's a mistake, but one hopper to Bryant Beach, and Brian Wu gets out of it. Not a great inning, but we got a great lineup. Beach, Weatherholt, Herrera due up.
Leading off for the Cardinals.
One of these guys is going to be able to make an impact for us. I'm sure of it. Why not Bryant Beach tying it up right here, right now?
Ball that's outside.
I'd take that. 2-1. Great count to hit in. Maybe we will. Fastball reached out. Beach got to it. He'll have another base hit. Single to start the inning. So the NLCS struggles have not carried into the regular season. Good piece of hitting from Bryant Beach. Let me see the beach balls in the chat if he's so good. Beach takes off again. Here's the high throw. Beach is gunned down at second. Tried to get into scoring position like he did in the first inning. It's just not a great jump off the lefty. And he's just out at 2. That's tough. Lizardo also has a somewhat high pitch count.
Ball 3.
75 deep. And it might have been a double play anyway. Hard hit ground ball to Turang. 2 away. Healy with the tier 1. 100 months. Do you think if the score remains the same, you'll get the win? I don't think so. It's a good question, though, Healy. Thank you. Here's Herrera. Had the big hit to make it 1-0 back in the second inning.
That's ball 2.
And again, I have hopes for Ivan Herrera. I think he can be a very good player for us. Just maybe in a smaller role than what he's typically been in. But that could still be a very valuable role. Big swing here. Inside fastball. We challenged it. We didn't get it. extremely well located. Luzardo is living on that inner part of the plate. Big strikeout. Okay. This one not going to be easy. 9, 1, and 2 due up. Let's go 1, 2, 3 here. Just live with that heater. There it is. Gut punch. Triolo down looking. Fastball at the top of the zone. Third K for Wu. Triolo doesn't like it. Let's see if he's got a gripe. It looked maybe a touch high, but it did actually catch the zone. Very good location, and here is Turang. Got him with the sweeper. 2 strikes on him. See if we can put him away with the fastball.
Ball.
It's a good take, but I like the spot. Maybe a bit high, but I think the idea is okay. Change up, no dice. 3 and 2. Going elevated fastball. Broken bat. Wu's got to field his position, and he does so beautifully. What a play by Brian Wu.
For the Phillies, first baseman Bryce Harper.
That was a great play. Let's take another look. Of course, comes off the mound, kind of in a decent position to field. Not incredible. Needs to avoid the flying debris. And then makes the great sidearm throw. Here's Harper, who took him deep last time. Looking to do so again. That is hammered foul. Oh my goodness. Nobody even considers swinging at the changeup. It's unreal. Let's try to locate the sweeper. Couldn't do it. We're going to try the elevated fastball to Harper again. We're just going to actually elevate it here. He takes it. Man, these guys are good hitters. Oh my goodness. Matt Wallner's been another tough out today. He's had some good ABs.
Ball 2.
That is a mistake fastball. Got to locate that better. Will anyone ever swing at the changeup? They will. Bryant Beach ranges over in front of Ellie for the 3rd out of the inning. Kerry Care Bear, thanks for the prime sub. Yeah, this is kind of an old Phillies team, but remember, it's 2026 in real life. We're in 2030, so add 4 to whatever age they are now. Here's Baez. Homer last time up. Would love one here. Energy going down at Luzardo, or on Luzardo as he reaches pitch number 85. It's another mistake pitch. Baez jammed this time around. Sweeper got just in enough. And this might be the last inning of work for Jesus. Bleed, 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 bleed. Oh, Marsh tracks it down. Fastball down the middle. Victor Scott barely hits it out of the infield. We're back up to the top. Good change up. 2 strikes on Glaber. Get that mistake, Glaber. He can punish. More change up. Still maybe a touch out in front. Nope, good timing. Just down in the zone. Couldn't elevate it. There's the elevated fastball. That fastball's off the plate. Barely. But Glaber has professional at-bats. He works the count full. And Glaber gets on the elevated changeup. Hits it hard down the right field line. He's going to try to stretch to 2 here. Wallner has a very good arm. Here's the throw. Glaber hosed at second base. I mean, it takes a perfect throw to get him there, but that's what it was. An absolutely perfect throw. Glaber out at 2 to end the inning. See the projected leaders here for Philadelphia. Yeah, I mean, Bryce Turang, I could see doing all those things. He's pretty unbelievably good. Woo at 96 pitches. I'd love to get him through the 5th. It may not happen. Schwarber goes deep. 5-3 Phillies. Fastball up and away. Schwarber is pretty strong. We're going to get some action up in the pen. We're going to warm up Nick Abel. We're going to warm up Tyler Holt. 5 runs in 4 innings so far for Woo. I'd love to get him through that 5th.
Ball, that's up there.
But, I mean, these Phillies just are not chasing. Extremely disciplined. And they're making really hard contact in the zone. Every at-bat is a struggle. Sinker gets by Trey Turner, ties him up for out number 1 here in the 5th. 4 Ks for Woo. It's at 105 pitches. Nearly hits Gabriel Moreno. Yeah, Woo is very likely seeing one of his last batters here, if not the final batter. Fastball by Moreno. Brian Woo's heating up.
Up next for the Phillies, left fielder
5 Ks.
Brandon Marsh.
Can we get him through, Brian? Can we get through the 5th? Just got to get him down. Brandon Marsh. That's just strike 2. That's all that is.
No, that's fast.
All that is strike 2. Bear down. Show us what you got. 1 and 2 to get out of it. Oh, Marsh got a piece. Gonna try that changeup. Nobody's biting today. Ground ball to Ellie. Throw on to first. Brian Woo's 2030 debut is in the books. Schwarber took him deep, and then you saw back-to-back strikeouts and a ground out. Luzardo loves it. But that's going to be it for Brian Woo. Not the best debut.
Now pitching for the
And
Phillies,
Luzardo's done as well. They're going to go
number
to
55,
Chase Shugart.
Chase Sugar.
Sugart? No way to know at this time. And we're going to get Mick Abel ready to go. This lineup's capable of scoring some runs here. Just got to find it. You might see some changes now with the right-hander in the game. We'll see. The guys off the bench are going to be ready to come in and hit. Good swing from Riley down the right field line. Foul. Good location on the cutter. 3 and 2. Good at bat. Reliever comes in. Leadoff walk would be exceptional. Not going to get one, though. Good swing from Riley. But Citizens Bank is playing pretty big today. Flown out a couple times to the track. Good pitch to hit, too. Jets with the tier 1. Thank you very much. Insane sweeper for a strike. 1-2 to Gorman. And he strikes out. Another insane sweeper. Turn around, Ellie De La Cruz, bat from the right hand, left. Bat from the left-hand side against the righty for the first time. Goodness, having a stroke here. Obviously his stronger side. If you know anything about Ellie De La Cruz. He goes the other way, and I think this is going to be third out of the inning. Marsh leaping into the stands, and the ball actually will get to the stands. Ellie will see at least one more pitch. How about another? 3 and 2. Beach on deck. Tying run on. Or tying run at the plate if Ellie can get on. And he will.
Ball 4.
Works the walk. And that's actually going to do it for Sugar. And they'll bring in the lefty for Bryant Beach. Kyle Backhouse into the game. They do not want Bryant Beach facing the right-hander. Ellie takes off. Beach swinging. Deep to left field. Marsh going back. He can't make the catch. Beach is on again. He's rushing to second base. And he's in there with a double. Bryant Beach nearly goes oppo taco. Ellie running on the pitch. Goes all the way from first to home. Marsh couldn't make the catch. I thought there was a good chance he was going to secure that. But he just couldn't do it. And then it was a really close play at second. Beach just in there. Wow. Come on, JJ. Drive him in. That's the same pitch Beach just hit. Good timing. Just swung and missed. 1-2. Need a hit, JJ. Need a hit. We're seeing big sweepers from Kyle Backhouse here. That sinker could be on the table. There it was. Full count to JJ Weatherholt. Base hit ties the game. Swung. And he missed. Bryant Beach puts us within one, though. Great piece of hitting to the opposite field. But swing and a miss for Weatherholt.
Now pitching for St.
And we're going to turn to the
Louis,
bullpen
number
ourselves.
21,
It's Mick Abel. Haven't seen him since 2028. This is now 2030. But he was good in the minors. Down at AAA last year. I'd still love for him to be a starter long term. I just don't know if that's going to happen. Beach catches the pop-up. One down. Hoping his luck will be a bit better than what Brian Wu faced.
Nope, inside.
These
ball
guys
2.
got on him, and that was the Cy Young from a year ago. Very good at bats by Philadelphia. Here's the 2-2. It's hard contact even when it's foul. I think that curveball is going to give us what we want, though. Triolo gets a piece. Let's see if we get the sinker in on the hands. Like that spot.
Inside, ball
What a
3.
take from Triolo. How do you lay off with 2 strikes? 3-2. Still making contact. Absolutely killing me. To walk. Slider misses by a mile. And now we've got to face Bryce Terang with a guy on. Not who you want to see. Curveball drops in for a strike, though. Get that sinker down. Ground ball to Weatherholt. To short. Ellie back onto first. Not in time. How do we not turn that? Tailor-made double play ball. With Ellie De La Cruz on the return throw. We can't turn 2, and now we have to face Harper. Last time up, he did that. 2-run homer. I don't want to see another one. Runner takes off. Herrera from behind the plate, not in time. Terang now into scoring position. We got the strike on him. How about the curveball? No. Maybe the changeup that these Phillies hitters have not swung at the whole day. Not even remotely close. We're going to go back to the big curveball. Hit hard. Victor should be there, playing pretty deep center, and we're out of it. Maybe should have brought on Holton for that, but Mick Abel able to get through the 6th. And we'll face Yohan Duran. They're bringing in the closer. ERA under 2 last year. WHIP under 1. In the 7th inning? What? Herrera strikes out. Hold the phone here. Who do they have as the closer? They've got Nola in the pen now. Painter in the pen. Logan Webb. I mean, these are starters. I guess it probably starts with Webb. I guess Clevenger's their closer. Okay. We're going to take Baez out of the game. I know he's homered. It's Danny Wright time. He handles righties a bit better. Incredible numbers last year. 324 average, 955 OPS. Let's go, Danny. Oh, that splitter's tough. Just early. No contact. Big 12-6. And now he's going to dial it up to like 103, and we're going to have no chance. Danny stayed back on the splitter. He's way behind that one. 2-2.
Ball 3.
Great take on the splitter. Just missed. Danny works the count full. Fastball, smoke to center. Get down, ball, please. 101 down the middle. Danny squares it up at 98 off the bat, I guess. And lines out to center. Good swing. Not the result we wanted, but Victor Scott will get on base. Shoots that one the other way. And a 2-out base runner aboard for the top of the order. However, Gleyber Torres will not bat in this spot. We're going to Chris Valdez, the rookie. Numbers last year, not great. Small sample size, though. Did hit a couple of home runs, or 3 even. Would love one here. It would give us the lead. And Scott has such exceptional speed. Let's go, Chris. Splitter up and away, catches the zone. 2-2. Yeah, we've got to get him with like the big league helmet now that he's a big leaguer. Maybe his big moment will allow us to change the helmet. 3-2. Come on, Chris. Hit it out. Big pitch. Ball 4. I swear I hit left trigger to make Scott take off on the pitch. It didn't happen. And Valdez works the walk. And that's going to do it for Duran. They go to the lefty, Eric Sabrowski. Bad numbers last year. But at least they get the lefty-lefty matchup they're looking for. First and second, 2 down. Riley Green at the plate. This is who you want up. Your best hitter. Come on, Riley. Single here ties the game.
Ball 3.
Walk loads the bases for Nolan Gorman. 3-1. Likely not going to see a better pitch to hit than this one. Fastball down the middle, and we're late. We're late. That's the pitch. Swing and a miss. Riley Green chases the curveball. Zabrowski works out of it. What a pitch. We're going to leave Abel out there. Kind of like our bulk reliever, but I think he's going to be able to keep it close.
Ball 2.
Man, these guys just don't chase. Yeah, I mean, at least we burned Duran early. It's foul ball. Don't even worry about that. So there is that. So we might see Duran again tomorrow. I mean, that's a possibility. 3-2 to Wallner.
Ball 4. Take your base.
No swing on the check. And we're just not going to let Schwarber see another righty. Tyler Holton into the game. Numbers last year were not great,
For St. Louis,
but I'm hoping for a bounce back.
Tyler Holton.
I mean, he did have a 5-1 record. Wow. Whip at 1.12. That's pretty good. Strikeout rate was low. ERA was a bit higher than we want. But overall, I think he can be way better for us. We're going to leave Morejon for now. Maybe we'll get him up and moving. Get a couple of lefties up. Big swing and a miss on the sinker for Schwarber. Fastball out. Kind of had a pitch to give there. Sweeper. It's a foul ball. Get a rollover on the cutter, please. It stays on it, stays under it. Maybe the changeup gets a double play. Ground ball. Past the diving Bryant Beach. It's going to go all the way to the wall. Greenfields gets it in quickly. It's a double for Schwarber. He hit it somewhat hard down the third base line. Stayed fair. I can't believe Beach even got close to that, by the way. This is not the spot you want to be in. Second and third, nobody out.
Ball 2.
Doesn't chase the sweeper.
3.
Chases the changeup. Check swing. They say he went. That is a big out, number one. Kind of need another strikeout here. Infield's in. Weatherholt spins. Throws home. Not in time. Wallner does not run well, but Weatherholt couldn't field it cleanly. Thought he was a ballerina. Pirouettes and throws. Not accurate enough, and the run scores. Double play still on. We're not going to get it. 2 runs will score in the inning. 7-4 Phillies. Brutal. That ball's hit hard. Going to get down in front of Victor Scott. Holton's going to be done. 8-4 Philadelphia. Justin Crawford with the single. Yeah, you're done. Not even going to waste more at home here. We'll go to Gregory Soto, down 4.
For St. Louis, number 34, Gregory Soto.
Runner takes off. Got to be aware of that, but Soto's very quick to home. And that ball's ripped down the line. Fair. Extra bases without question. We're going to try to keep this from being another run, but it's 9-4 Philadelphia. Yeah, the pitching is GOAT, so it's not even, go back to Hall of Fame would be 2 levels down. We're going to settle for 1 here. It's 10-4 Phillies. I mean, it was a close game against a very good lineup. They got to the bullpen. That's baseball,
That's ball
right?
4.
That happens. Ball's hit hard. Far. Deep to right. Right makes the catch just in front of the wall. We've got to score 6 in 2 innings.
Leading off for the Cardinals. First
Not the
baseman,
start we were looking for, but maybe we get, 2 or 3 in this inning and we feel like we have a chance. Seems unlikely. Yeah, the Phillies are a very good team. We talked about how this lineup is, so the difficulty's not going to change. We're allowed to give up runs sometimes. That's what happens in baseball. Obviously, I would look to avoid it, but we're not going to go, oh, it's too hard. Gorman flies out. We just haven't had a lot of luck offensively either. Like some tough outs at the plate. Oh, you know what? You guys are right. Let me move the difficulty down. I don't think an MLB team has ever surrendered 10 in a game before against a good lineup. Shit, maybe we should try rookie. Please. Signed Ellie. Should have watched the off-season episode. You would know.
Ball 2.
Or the stream. Here's the 2-2. Come on, Ellie. Work a rally here. Swing and a miss. Tough matchup against the lefty for Ellie. That curveball is eating. Just early, just missed. Bryant Beach is 3 for 3. Gonna be 3 for 4 on the pop-up. Couldn't turn on the heater. And this one's about over. Got 3 outs to work with.
Leading off.
And you can see the Phillies. I mean, they've hit the ball well today.
Kyle Schwarber.
I feel like Schwarber was just up. Strikeout this time. 3 for 4 day before. I mean, what a freaking monster. Danny Wright going to go back near the track. And will make the catch. Looking to be a pretty quick inning here. Lone Philly without a hit is Gabriel Moreno. And that trend will continue. I mean, the thing also is,
Number 70.
look at the hits, man. They've got 11 hits, 10 runs. They've just hit better with runners on. And they've worked walks more. J.J. Weatherholt starts off the 9th with a base hit. Maybe even extra bases. He's got 2. Yeah, it's on GOAT difficulty for pitching and legend for hitting. But I like the way it's playing, to be honest. I think we're going to pull Herrera here. I mean, I guess he's our catcher. We'll leave Herrera in. He smokes it to left. Marsh makes the play. I mean, he hit 108 off the bat. Nothing to show for it. It's been the trend for us today. We've made good contact.
Right fielder, number 29.
Here's Danny Wright. Just unlucky today. At the plate, at least.
That's ball 2.
But you can't win every game. If ever a team has gone 162-0, I don't think I've ever heard of it. Be a base hit for Danny Wright, and it will be. Weatherholt scores, and we brought it within 5.
Up next for the Cardinals.
Shouldn't get the pinch hit for us, but does get a hit off the bench. They'll probably give Danny second for free. We're going to swing, though. Oh, the hanging changeup. We got to do more, Victor. Could go 161-1. That is true. Fastball high. Danny slides in a second. Probably can get third, too. They're just going to give it to him on defensive indifference. Although, this should be a single. That one's going to get down. Suddenly, it's 10-6 Philadelphia. OJ, thanks for the tier 1. They're actually going to hold Victor Scott now. Chris Valdez up to hit. Looking for his first hit of the season. And they're going to throw down. Scott's in there. Double plays off. Runner in scoring position for Chris Valdez. It's a good fastball to hit. 2-2. This one's ripped to left field, and guess who? Brandon Marsh, man. How many lineouts to Brandon Marsh can I take?
Up next for the Cardinals, left fielder Riley Reed.
That's going to do it for Cabrera. Valdez with a screamer. They'll go to Anthony Nunez. We've still got a strong part of our order up. Green, Gorman, and Beach.
Nope. That's inside.
Come on, Riley. Oh, elevated fastball. Good timing. Swing and a miss. Good location on the heater for sure. Staying alive. Good cutter. Down and in on the black, I'm sure. Just off. Location's been crazy here. Good changeup. Green goes down swinging. Phillies get the victory here on opening day. I think this was just a that's just baseball game, man. I thought we actually swung the bat pretty well. Had 11 hits, 6 runs, but got unlucky a little bit too. And the pitching just needed to be better. Wu, surrenders 4 runs in the third. Phillies have a big 7th inning, score 5. Unfortunately, it just kind of happens sometimes. We'll look to bounce back. Okay, gonna go player lock for the second game of the opening series here against Philadelphia with our new leadoff hitter against righties. That's Danny Wright, and it just feels right having him at the top of the order. His on-base abilities are fantastic. He has speed. He has power even. He's kind of like the perfect modern leadoff guy. And this way we don't have to pitch against Kyle Schwarber, which I actually prefer. Logan Webb, though, is arguably the Phillies' best pitcher. They went Luzardo on opening day, and they're going to follow it up with Logan Webb. We're in the baby blues here. Beautiful uniforms. Hopefully we play as good as we look. And Danny Wright going to go ahead and squib this one up the middle. He's got pretty good wheels.
No, he got it.
And that's an infield single for Danny Wright. And that's the speed that makes him a really intriguing option at the top of the lineup here. Yeah, he can hit the ball really hard and really far, but he can also play a little bit of small ball for you and win with the legs. And here's Elly De La Cruz. Arguably, he should have been the player lock. Decided to go with Danny Wright today. But Elly would make sense, too, his opening series as a Cardinal. Going to take off with Danny Wright. Ball in the dirt. Easy second base. No play there. Danny Wright gets his first stolen base of the year. Remember, defensive indifference in Game 1 does not count as a stolen base. Fly ball for Elly. Can't find it, but shortstop can. Or actually, it's the third baseman. Trey Turner went over to cover third.
Left fielder,
It's Jared Triolo as Elly pops out. Braves, thanks for the prime. Base hit here, Riley. Come on now. Or he strikes out looking. Maybe Bryant Beach can stay hot. 3 hits on opening day. Final at bat, he flew out. He strikes out looking as well. Logan Webb dialed. Wow. That's some pretty good pitching.
Now batting.
But we do manage to score 3 off of him in the second. And let's see how that went. How did that happen? Weatherholt doubled to left after Chris Valdez reached on an error. Valdez scored on the double. Nolan Gorman, 2-run homer. Let's go, Nolan. Oh, it's quiet all of a sudden. What the hell? Danny Wright 1 for 1. Has Victor Scott on first base. A lot of speed over there. And of course, Logan Webb trying to control the running game with the slide step. Come on, Danny. Scott takes off. We're going to let him take it. In a scoring position here. Very good pitch from Logan Webb. It's a very good cutter. It actually missed, too. Let's get a timeout. Bad call on you, Danny. That's all right. Get the next one. Ooh, stays alive on the sinker. That's a great pitch to follow up with after the cutter. Here's the 1-2. Base hit. Makes it 4-0 Cardinals. Even a productive out would be okay. But that's not going to happen. Elite changeup. You saw how Logan Webb wanted to pitch this at bat. He got the sinker breaking in for a strike down and in, and then it was away, away, away. Just painting. Everything tunneling off of each other, and it's unbelievable. I mean, that's a pretty sick sequence. Cutter, sinker, changeup. But it's 7-0 Cards. The bats are coming alive today. Ellie with a double. Gorman with a double. Valdez with a double. The bats are alive and well. Third inning. Valdez kicks things off with a double. Weatherholt grounds out. Gorman double to score Valdez. Raniel Rodriguez for a single that scored Gorman. Bats are on fire. Danny Wright already makes his third at bat at the top of the fourth with nobody out. I mean, does the scouting report say Danny Wright can't hit down and away? Maybe it does. Oh, good two-seamer. Danny, we got to put that in the seats. It's all right. Battle back from 0-2. Okay. Pitching a little bit differently here. Kind of expecting down in the zone. There's been a lot of stuff at the top of the zone now with 2 strikes.
Ball.
1-2. Just work the count up. We've seen Cabrera before. He's not much. You can get a pitch to hit.
Ball 2.
2-2. This is your pitch. Oh, wow. 95. Up and away. On the black. Great pitch. And Chris Bubich is dealing for your Cardinals. Oh, this ball's hit high. Okay, this is not what I wanted. Jesus fucking... I didn't realize that locking on the ball would completely change the camera perspective so that the analog stick no longer goes in the correct way. That's annoying. All right, well, learning opportunity. I don't know that we would have made the play anyway. Danny Wright's got horrendous fielding. But that's okay. 7-1. Sure Bubich isn't too happy about it. It's a good, healthy hack. One and two. It's pretty good contact to center, but kind of jammed there. It's going a long way. Takes Crawford back to the track, but Wright flies out. Still 7-1. I really hate playing the outfield in this game. It's my least favorite thing. Danny can't get to it. That's going to be an extra base hit. Maybe even 3 here.
He's in there.
Danny has pretty good speed, just couldn't get to it.
Leading off for the Cardinals.
And suddenly it's 7-3 Phillies. They're trying to battle back. Ooh, healthy hack. Two-seamer at 92. We can handle that. Let's get a little bit more insurance. I know it's the 9th inning, but can never have enough runs. That smoked.
Find the ball.
Good piece of hitting. We're going to stay 1. A little bit of a mistake there in left field.
Up next
Seen
for
that
the
before.
Cardinals.
118 off the bat, by the way. That was absolutely destroyed. Didn't elevate it, unfortunately, but it was obliterated. And here's Ellie hitting 143 to start the year. Not what you want. Danny going to take off for 2. Ground ball. Keeps Ellie out of the double play at least. Although he might have beat the return throw. And it'll be a full count to Riley Green.
Taking base.
Ball in. First and second. Bryant Beach at the plate has singled.
Number 13.
But otherwise it's just 1 for 4 overall. 3-1 count though. Big opportunity. Ground ball. This could be two. It will be. Ground ball double play gets Nunez out of it. But this one should be the game. Tyler Holton on for cleanup. Here's Justin Crawford to try to keep the Phillies' hopes alive. Ground ball to Gorman. He'll throw on to Holton. And they've got Crawford at first base. Okay, that was a close play. But a very good win as we get our first win of the season. Nolan Gorman, 3 for 4, homer, 2 doubles, locked in to start. Ellie with a double as well. Weatherholt, Chris Valdez doubled. But Nolan Gorman, he hits lefties, he hits righties, he hits. Chris Bubich with a great start. Just one mistake, it was nearly a homer. Danny Wright couldn't track it down. Rest of the bullpen wasn't incredible, but Holton came on for the 1 out, did the job. Ellie's hitting just 125 to start. Again, very small sample size, of course. Extremely small sample. But a rough 2-game stretch for Ellie. He's doubled and walked, but otherwise, I don't think has done anything else. Sunday night baseball, rain coming down. We'll face the former top prospect, Andrew Painter. Raniel Rodriguez, dating back to the postseason, has a 10-game hit streak. But Nolan Gorman was the star of the show. 3 extra base hits, a homer, 8 total bases. He's been pretty good. Hopefully he'll continue that stretch. He looks frightening, I'll tell you that much. And pitchers, I think, are thinking the same thing. Andrew Painter was all right last year. Record was probably a bit worse than he pitched, but he didn't pitch great. And we're going to get Ellie going. Danny Wright, I believe, kicked the game off with a triple. I love Danny Wright, dude. And Ellie with an easy RBI opportunity. The Painter's dialing it up to 98. I mean, you wouldn't think he's going to struggle with the pitching. He's playing in the same division against a lot of the same pitchers he's seen. It's a 2-game sample, so obviously we're not going to freak out. But he's 0-2 to Painter, who's throwing near triple digits. This could be a base hit, though. Ellie down the left field line. That's got to be 2. Back-to-back extra base hits surrendered by Painter. We're up 1-0 already.
Left fielder, Riley Green.
Second hit of the year for Ellie. Second double of the year. Hit hard the other way. It's 3-0 to Riley Green. Painter struggling here against a pretty talented Cardinal lineup. That's ball 4, a 4-pitch walk. And this is not the guy you want to face.
Batting fourth, third baseman.
Although it's 0-2 to Bryant Beach. He will swing and miss. We've seen that before.
Back.
Ellie dives back. Trying to take his attention away from the batter just a little bit. Maybe make it easier for Bryant Beach to do something. This ball's hit pretty far. Deep to right field. Ellie's going to tag. He'll be able to make it. And he will. All right, so a productive out. Puts runners on the corners. With only 1 down for Chris Valdez, we can't have a double play here. No double play. Oh, that's not great either. This could be a really tough tag for Ellie. Just going to draw the throw. Valdez does not do the job.
Batting sixth,
Unfortunately.
second baseman, JJ.
Here's J.J. Weatherholt, 30 homers last year, 102 RBIs. 3-0 count. Painter on the verge of walking bases loaded here with 2 down.
No, that's a ball.
And he will.
Take your base.
So 7 batters at minimum will come to the plate.
Nolan Gorman.
And this is kind of the guy you want up right now. Bases loaded, 2 out. It's Nolan Gorman. This ball could get by. Nope. Okay. Ball in the dirt. Not going to get too crazy. Can't take the at-bat away from Nolan Gorman at this point. Can't take the bat out of his hands. Got to let him try. Red hot to start the year. Ground ball. That's going to squeak through. Base hit for Gorman. Can we score 2? We can. Green slides in safely. It's a 2 RBI single for Nolan Gorman. And get Sandlin out of the chat, this moron. Strikeout inbound. How about timeout inbound, idiot?
Up next for the Cardinals.
3-0 Cardinals. Ellie back up to the plate here in the second. Right on first, because of course he is. Hopefully Ellie can do something here. Come on, Ellie. Ooh, slide step fastball. Good swing, and it was. Good timing. But better location. Get second, Danny. Ellie, deep to right field. If it's fair, it's gone. Stay fair. Ellie De La Cruz. First homer as a Cardinal. He kept it fair. Let me see the Ellie nuke emotes in the chat. Big swing. It's a good way to get Danny right home. Ellie knew he got it too. I didn't know if this was going to stay fair. That pitch was in. And he hit it sky high. It was hooking, but it stayed fair. Off the facade of the second deck. 5-0 Cardinals. Here's Ryan Pepio on the hill. He was very good for us last year. And you know what? Ellie's very good defensively. Like, we lose Mason Wynn. He might make a throwing error or two every now and again. But we still have a good defender at short. And I think the offensive potential is obviously a lot more. And we're seeing that today. A homer, a double. Are you surprised who's on first base right now, by the way? It's Danny Wright. Guy's always on. Slide step. Ellie, 3-hit day. Sinker right down the middle. I mean, you just can't make these mistakes. Ellie's got some of the best offensive attributes that we've had of any Cardinal in the series so far. And we're seeing that today. Slow start, no more. 3-hit day for EDLC. Riley Green lines out. 3-0 count to Bryant Beach. 0 for 2 today. And he'll walk on 4 pitches. A trend here for Philadelphia Philly pitchers. And hopefully Chris Valdez can do something. He started slow as well. 0-2. Bases loaded. Ground ball to first.
Stand up right here. Stand up. Pick it up.
And that'll do it. We got to get Chris Valdez going, man. I don't want to have to send him down.
First baseman,
It's so early, but I'm looking to see a bit more. I misread that. Dude, my fielding in these with the player lock is so bad. And now the Phillies have too. Goodness. It's sickens me as well, please. We've seen what Ellie can do at the plate, though. Hopefully we'll continue. This time as a righty. Turned around against the left-hander, Kyle Backhouse. Backus? Backus. I don't know. Big sweeper. Ellie working on a cycle here. Just needs a triple. And this is a good park to get it done. Some weird nooks and crannies. Some deep parts of it. Some high walls. Get some weird bounces. It's just being pitched tough after 3 hits. Nothing over the heart of the plate. And that's what, with timing hitting, that's the pitches that you can do something with. Pitches over the heart. That could have been a triple, potentially. Skipped over the bag, nestled into that corner. Maybe so.
Nope, that's inside.
Sweeper inside for ball 1. I'd love a cycle here, actually. That'd be neat. First time seeing the changeup. Thought that'd be a sweeper that'd come back across. Didn't happen. 2-2. Come on, Ellie. Ooh, that's a good pitch to hit. Outer part of the plate, just stay on it. Just off and fouled back. Working the count, though. This is pitch number 8. We'll see pitch number 9 as the sinker's down and away. Three and 2, payoff pitch. Ooh, sweeper up. Ellie fouls it away. First time seeing anything up in the zone, and it's an off-speed breaking ball. And Ellie strikes out, loses the battle on the sinker down. We fought, just couldn't do it. We're back up to field here. Adrian Morejon, the new Cardinal, into the game. Good jump from Ellie. He's got a really strong arm. We'll skip it to Gorman with the pick at first. And Ellie will get one more chance here. Hopefully. Hopefully only one more chance. Top 9, nobody out. And Ellie's going to fly out. Good game, though. Very good game for Ellie. 3 hits, a couple of extra base hits. And hopefully we'll see new Cardinal Andres Munoz close it down for the first time. Popped him up. Beach underneath it. We'll let him take it. Cardinals win. We win the series. It looked not great after game 1, but we battled back. And we got a really good result. Offense really showed up, and I'll tell you what, the pitching really showed up. Ellie De La Cruz is your player of the game. Valdez ended up with a double. Danny Wright 2 for 5 with a triple. Gorman 2 for 5. Love to see that. I would imagine Wright walked as well. No, he didn't. Just kept getting on with hits. All right. Thought he was on a couple times, like after the leadoff triple. Maybe not. But nice game. Pepio goes 7 innings, strikes out 7. Morejon with a clean inning. Munoz was pretty good as well. That's what I want our games to look like. That's pretty good. Got the Brewers up next. Riley Green is a triple shy of the cycle. 4 for 4 day. That's what I like to see from Riley Green. Brandon Sproat on the hill. Should be the final at bat of the day for Riley. We lost game 1 against the Brewers.
For St. Louis, left fielder, Riley.
I don't know if we're going to triple with him, but yeah, I'll take it. That's a pitch to hit. And that's where you want to go. Deep to a gap. That ball's going to get down, 1 hop off the wall. Fielded quickly, got no choice but to stay at second. Riley Green with a double. On the hanger, a 5-hit day. The Brewers are trying to mount a comeback here. Ryan Fernandez in the game. 3-0 count against Cody Clemens. Smokes it to Ellie. Ellie goes the short way. Cardinals win. Let's go. Very good start to the year. Sean Burke. 5 2/3. Yeah, he allowed 8 hits. Only 2 earned. Joshua Baez homered. Ellie 2 for 5. And Nolan Gorman homers again. His second of the year. Baez also with his second of the year. Love to see that. 5 hits for Riley Green. That's awesome. J.J. Weatherholt and Raniel Rodriguez starting off the year exceptionally cold. And Chris Valdez maybe starting to find it. Gorman also got hit by a pitch. And then Adrian Morejon looked very good. Bruzdar with a cleaner inning than usual. Only 1 hit. Gorman's got an 11-game hit streak on the line. Freddie Peralta's still in the game here into the 7th. Weatherholt homered, so maybe he's starting to find it offensively. Only 1 at bat for Gorman, so he's walked or been hit by a pitch. Or maybe a sack
next
fly.
for the
He was hit by a pitch.
First
That's
baseman,
twice now.
Nolan
But his
Gorman.
OPS is 1,200 to start the year. Probably gets another at-bat. But if we're going to extend that hit streak, it probably needs to be now. He's been incredible to start the year. Might even have to move him up. Gorman hits it hard. Deep to center field. Going back. Looking up. No chance. What a way to extend the hit streak. Nolan Gorman. 434 to dead center field. How about that? Fastball down the middle. With Gorman's power, all he really needs to do is make contact. Hits it straight away, center, 30 feet up off the batter's eye. Danny Wright also has an 11-game hit streak. 0 for 3 today. He'll face Zach McCambly. Who is this? He doesn't even have a fastball? "12-6 sweeper and a changeup. So we really need to stay back on everything. And Wright looking to go 0 for 4. Whoa! That ball's thrown away. Huh. Okay. Bottom 9, 2 outs, up by 2. 0-2 to Dylan O'Ray. Fly ball. Fairly normal center. Basket catch. Shoestring grab by Victor Scott. Cardinals win again. Offense really wasn't on fire today, but we did enough. Chris Valdez, double machine. Gorman, obviously, with a homer. J.J. Weatherholt with a 2-run homer. Herrera had a hit, and the pitching was very good. Brian Wu bounces back. 5 innings, 7 hits, only 1 earned run, 6 Ks. Tyler Holton was good enough. The bullpen really shut it down for the most part. And Adrian Morejon to Andres Munoz, the AM connection. But whether it's morning or night, these guys are locked in. That's the best setup to closer in the sport. No question. Through a week. It's going to be an interesting move, but we're going to call up Liam Doyle. I know that's not the pitcher you're expecting, but Cade's a starter. Had a very good start in his first game of the season. Liam Doyle's going to be up, and we're going to throw him in the bullpen as a long reliever, and we're going to see what he can do. Hit per nine's not great. We've never seen him debut before, but Liam Doyle will get a chance. He's going to work out of the pen, because Sean Burke has still been good. Are you telling me Tanner Bybee did not record an out? Oh my God. Eight runs on 7 hits, 2 homers. Tanner Bybee has not recorded an out in 2030. Those were not the numbers I was hoping to see. Mick Abel has not pitched great either. Okay, Tanner. We're going to chalk that up to opening day for you weirdness. Ellie homered. And then Mick Abel got shelled. Maybe the Brewers were just feeling it on this particular April 1st. Because that is a joke. Tanner Bybee was the April Fool. All right, Liam Doyle comes up. I'm honestly considering sending him down. Be like, what the hell just happened? That's simply insane. For right now, though, we do have a spot, our AAA rotation. I think Takoa Roby's just going to slide in there, and we'll bring up Robersa to AAA, and Bedell can take his spot at AA. I'll tell you, MLB The Show, baseball in general, it's just constantly, moving guys around and fixing lineups and rotations. That is a big chunk of it. So hopefully that's all set. And hopefully Liam Doyle can do something here. I'm excited. Top 9, 1-1 ball game. First and second, it's Gunnar Henderson and Marcelo Meyer already on. Christian Campbell at the plate. Pepio went 7 innings, struck out 7. 1 earned. It's kind of his normal at this point. We're used to that. Gregory Soto. Got to keep it tied for us. We can win in extras. We've seen it before with this Cardiac Cards team.
Up next, for
Campbell
the Red
struggling.
Sox, second baseman Christian Campbell.
Shout out to Jackie Robinson, though. He's hitting 042. Let's get a double play.
Ball.
Sinker misses. Sweeper gets a foul ball. And that is a mistake. Oh, Campbell's going to improve the batting. Getting out at third at least, but Campbell with an RBI single down the line. We missed so badly with the splitter.
Ball.
And Gregory Soto is usually incredible too.
No.
Maybe just a bit tired. 35 pitches into the outing. I'd love to get through Ceddanne Rafaela, though. I mean, we're already here.
Ball 3.
Splitter misses. I mean, we're on the verge of not being able to get through the inning with Soto.
Ball 4.
He misses. He's got to be done. Absolutely needs to be done. We've got nobody ready to go. This is not where you want to be. Usually the CPU has guys ready to go. Not today.
Ball.
But Soto can't find the zone. I can't remember the last time we saw a strike. How about here? Fly ball deep to right. Baez near the line. Makes the catch. Billy Brown, thanks for the prime. Okay. Down by 1. We're going to face Tanner Scott. Got a 9 ERA, but is 1 for 1 on saves so far. He'll face Bryant Beach. Hitting 281, 830 OPS, 1 homer. Bryant Beach is the type of power that can tie it. We know that. But also, if you look at the numbers here, he's already getting better. Love to see that. Or maybe the coach abilities are helping out a little bit as well. But also, he's just such a great hitter in general. He can just get on and start the rally.
No.
2-0. Get your pitch, Bryant. Fastball hit deep to left field. Not deep enough. They've got him shaded over perfectly. Roman Anthony makes the catch. It's a good pitch to hit. Beach just couldn't get it to land. J.J. Weatherholt can do something here. We've seen it before.
Ball.
I mean, Tanner Scott's not easy. He's up here throwing 100. That's a big-time slider. The fastball gets by Weatherholt. Good timing. He just couldn't stay on it. Here's the changeup. It's a tough pitch. 1-2. Slider. Good pitch to hit. Good timing. Just can't straighten it out.
Ball 2.
Having good at bats here. And that it ends with a chase of the slider. Looked like a fastball away until it wasn't. We're down to our final out. Ivan Herrera is hitting .313 to start the year. He does hit lefties. Oh, that's the pitch, Ivan. Good timing. Just can't keep it straight against Tanner Scott. Nobody can put it in play.
Ball one.
1-1. Two and one. Come on, Ivan. I'm tempted to power swing, try to tie this up.
Ball.
3-1. Baez on deck. Come on, Herrera.
Ball
Takes the
four,
walk.
First base.
All right.
Up next for the Cardinals.
Good at bat. We don't mind Joshua Baez here.
Joshua Baez.
He's 2 for 11, but his 2 hits are homers. A homer here wins the game. Ball 1. Did the news bar say Liberatore went 7 with no earned? Yeah, that's pretty insane. Late on that. Ground ball to second. Thrown the short way to Henderson at second base. And the Red Sox win. It's a tough team, man. Ronald Suarez gets the win. We only had 4 hits total. That's tough. Suarez and Paul Skeens are a pretty good one, too. I still feel like I just want to call him Ranger, though, because everybody else does. But he's like, it's wrong hair. Which, like, I shouldn't be saying that. We will check out scouting for the first time. Top of the board is a pitcher, Ronald Cardenas. Throws fairly hard. You got to remember, we're not going to be in position for any of these players, probably. Although Charles Lockett at first glance looks incredible. All right, we'll take a look at him. Like, your best bet to go after, like, the generational type of players, find the 18, 19-year-olds with 99 potential range. Try to get those guys. Elvin Kaminsky. But, I mean, we've got the benefit of having a really, really good farm already and a really good team. So anything else is just, like, cherry on top. We're up 4-0, 13 hits today. Nolan Gorman did not have one of them. You know what is interesting, though? Okay, Brew, thanks for the prime. Ivan Herrera is 2 for 3 with 2 homers. Big spot for Gorman. Hicks is terrible, though, so we might have a chance here to get hit number 15.
Up next for
3
the
strikeouts
Cardinals.
for Gorman.
First baseman,
Not
Nolan
what you'd want.
Gorman.
Numbers are still crazy to start the year. But will we get a pitch near the strike zone? That's the question. That is the question.
Ball.
Maybe not. 2-0. That was likely ball 3. Trying to hit it out of the park there. Two and 2. Nolan ground ball, hit hard. Henderson gets to it.
Come on.
If he could just elevate the ball more consistently, he'd hit 60 home runs. We're up 8-1 now. Brian Bayo worked out of the pen. We got to be a bit more patient here. 14-game hit streak for Gorman's crazy. That's not really his game. He's supposed to be like the get 1 hit a day type of guy, and it's an extra basic. Work a walk. 4th strikeout for Gorman. Unbelievable cutter. And that's going to be the 14-game hit streak over with. Unless the Red Sox somehow tie it up, and I hope that they do not. First and second, 2 outs. Bruzdar on the hill. Ground ball. That's actually going to get up the middle here. Red Sox playing a score. We're going to go 2. We'd have no throw. 8-3. Marcelo Meyer with an RBI double. And now it's 8-5. Bruzdar is horrendous, unfortunately. Picks up the win, though. Strikes him out looking to end the game. Bruzdar could be on the verge of getting traded or cut. Ivan Herrera goes 3 for 4, 2 homers. Riley Green 4 for 5, 2 doubles. Victor Scott 2 doubles. Glaber 2-hit day with a homer. J.J. Weatherholt, Victor Scott hit 2. Or doubles, excuse me. My fault. Looking in the wrong spot. And Tanner Bybee with a much better start. 6 innings, 3 hits, 3 walks, 7 Ks, no earned runs. Morejon has still been perfect. Although Andres Munoz ends up with only a hold. Because he allowed 3 runs, 1 of them earned. That is disappointing. 6-3 start quickly became an 8-3 start. And Ellie De La Cruz is working on a 2-homer day. We're up 10-1. This offense is just not quitting. Okay. Ellie 3-homer day would be electric. This is the type of player we envisioned when we signed him. Had a slow 2 games, and that's been it. After that, Ellie's been absolutely locked in. Sinker at 94, way late. We're power swinging. We're going for the 3rd homer. Swing and a miss. Early on that one. 0-2. Probably going to put the power swing away this time around. Ellie smokes it to left. That one's going to get down. That should score a run. It's not a 3-homer day, but it's a 4-hit day with the RBI single, and Mick Abel should be on to win it. 0-2 to Nico Horner, who's now a San Francisco Giant. Ground ball to second. And that's going to be a base hit. No! Dude, where are you throwing it?
Up next for the
J.J. Weatherholt, you just got to eat that. There's no play. He launches it into the Cardinal dugout. Get down! He nearly takes off Sean Burke's head. Oh, my goodness. Imagine Sean Burke gets injured that way. I think that's who that was. Another ground ball. Can you make this throw, JJ? Yes. Cardinals win again. I mean, our lineup is looking good right now. Ellie 4 for 5, 2 homers. Thomas Sajazi with a home run. Baez homered. We had a lot of hits today. Danny Wright had only 1. 5 ribbies for Ellie, a double for Scott and Weatherholt, a triple for Danny Wright. And Sajazi, Ellie had 2, Bryant Beach and Joshua Baez all homer. Bryant Beach got caught stealing. Good start for Bubic. Bruzdar shut it down. And then Mick Abel was good in relief as well. And we're hoping for a bit more consistency there. Abel's absolutely somebody that could get sent down very soon if he doesn't turn it around. And we're hoping that doesn't happen. That's 4 straight wins after the sweep of the Giants here. 9-3. And then back-to-back losses to Cincinnati. This is Ellie's return game. And it was not what we wanted. Liam Doyle picks up the win, by the way. Like to see that. Sean Burke's pitching well. We'll check out scouting here. 9-5 start. We'll take that. And nothing really to report on the scouting front. Let's player lock with Ellie. His return home to Cincinnati. Let's see what he can do. The Reds have had a very weird couple of years. They're fielding a team that looks a lot different than what they have in real life. Brought in Josh Lowe, Jaron Duran, Kerry Carpenter. They lose Ellie. They lose Hunter Green. And Ellie's return to Great American. We'll see what happens. Reds looking for the sweep. We're looking to avoid that. Riley Green, 486 over his last 9. Raniel Rodriguez with apparently a good game, even though we lost. But the bats have been on fire. The pitching's been on fire. Unfortunately, the Reds have just been slightly better the last couple of days. We'll see Ellie bat from the right side.
Ball.
And The game is not smart enough to boo or cheer Ellie because the game doesn't know that Ellie used to be a red.
Ball.
Which is, that would be a cool feature to add in. First game, your first series returning after being, you know, a lifetime red. Oh, the crowd is exactly as they always are. All right. 2-2 to Ellie. Couple of good change-ups by Brandon Williamson here.
That's a ball.
And it's going to be a lot of change-ups. That's how they want to pitch him. Bryant Beach only hitting .231 to start the year. Hopefully he can get it going.
That's ball
And Ellie
4.
works the
Take a
walk.
base.
Batting fifth,
Bryant Beach,
third
of course,
baseman,
2028
number
Rookie of the Year. I'm hoping that he can become an all-star here in 2030. That would be a really nice part of his development. Ball in the dirt. Ellie's got second easily. And now a runner in scoring position for Bryant Beach. Ellie gets his third bag of the year. I don't think Ellie would be getting a welcome back chant, by the way. Signs with the rival Cardinals. I do not think a welcome back chant would happen. I'm doing the Madden rebuild right after this on Twitch. No, I've already recorded one. I'm uploading one.
Here.
2 strikes now to Beach. Come on, Bryant. Ellie's not out at second base. No way.
Up next,
Picked off? No way. That's crazy. Turn a double play, though. No question about it. That's a frustrating out to make it second. I can't believe we got picked off. But it is 2-0 Cardinals. We'd love to see how that happens.
There you go.
Ellie
Turn it.
hits it hard to the gap.
Two.
This is extra bases for sure. And he's back on second base where he got picked off just a couple innings ago. 6th double of the year
now batting third
for De La
baseman,
Cruz.
number
Bryant
13.
Beach is grounded out. Nolan Gorman with his 4th homer of the year. And Sean Burke is dealing. Come on, Bryant. Ground ball. Second base. Easy out at first. Gets Ellie over at least. It's a productive out.
Up next for the Cardinals, second
But
baseman,
he's
Jose
cooled off a little bit
Weatherholt.
since the hot opening day. This should score Ellie. Weatherholt does the job. It's 3-0 Cardinals. Now 4-0. And Sean Burke is just continuing to pitch well. Looking to avoid the sweep. Ellie might have had the out at second. Shows off the arm, though. And then walks through Kerry Carpenter. That was weird.
Up next for the
Now we'll see
Cardinals,
Ellie bat again from the right
shortstop,
side. Runners on
Ellie
first and
De La
second.
Cruz.
We're up 6-0. Big spot here. Oh, that ball's hit
That's a ball.
hard. Down the first base line. Foul. 0-1. Just need to stay back on that. Oh, big changeup. Out in front again, but great location. Ellie 0-2. That's a lot of good changeups. Come on, Ellie. Do something big in your return. 3-run bomb. Oh, that's the pitch. It's all changeups down and away. And he throws about 100, by the way, so you gotta get ready for that. There it is. 100 just above the zone. It's not an easy at bat against Brian Baker. Big with the prime, thank you very much. Spit on that changeup, ball 1. A lot of these pitches have been too close to take, but that one was an easy one. And that's a fastball painted down after the 8 changeups. Ellie strikes out looking. Still 6-0 Cardinals. Guess Bryant Beach couldn't do anything. Return 2 here. Could be a tough play for Ellie. Gets one. Weatherholt back onto first. Got him. Nice turn. Sean Burke, gotta love it. You see Ellie back from the right side, facing the lefty, Oliver Urbina. I mean, they know how to pitch Ellie. Down and away, I guess. That's not a swing. I mean, we're like sitting on 110 there. Just gotta stay back. 0-2. 1-2.
Outside.
I mean, that's not a fastball you can't handle. It's at 90 miles per hour. Ground ball to third. Yeah, too easy for Ke'Bryan Hayes. And this is likely going to do it. Andres Munoz in. 0-2 to Luis Garcia. He's got him looking. Dude, Munoz is lights out for the most part. I'm not missing Mason Miller right now. Nolan Gorman goes 2 for 5 with a homer. Herrera 2 for 4 with a homer. Victor Scott with a 3-hit day. And Sean Burke pitched well. 6 innings, 2 earned, 8 strikeouts. Ooh, J.J. Weatherholt getting hot. 2-homer day for J.J. And we've got to come back and win this game, by the way. Down by 1. 10-6 on the year against the 9-7 Braves. We have 12 hits today, but we need more runs.
Up next for the Cardinals, second baseman.
J.J. Weatherholt will need a little bit of lefty-lefty crime to get it done. Valdez thought about it. He'll scamper back to first. Now, Mason Miller was pretty good for us. I really can't lie there. Mason Miller is pretty good. He had his moments where he allowed runs, but, you know, that happens as a closer. That's the pitch to hit. We were late. It's unfortunately been a couple of solo shots for Weatherholt. Nobody on base in front of him. Ooh, that sinker's so tough after the sweeper. 1-2 to JJ. Can the weatherman make it rain? Not on that pitch. I really hate lefty-lefty. Hate it, hate it, hate it. Swing and a miss. JJ can't get on the sweeper. But he will get another AB. Bottom 9. Tie ball game. Bases loaded with 2 outs. This is the situation you dream of. Danny Wright on third. Green on second. Valdez leads off of first. Fly ball to left. That is the 3rd out of the inning. Gaddis works out of it. And we'll move to extras. Michael Harris has 2 homers on the Atlanta side. And we'll see Raniel Rodriguez. Really, for the first time this season, we haven't really had a ton of moments with him. 2 for 4 today, although it said 3 hits. Fly ball to Michael Harris. We're going to have to get back here. Raniel can't get anybody in or anybody over. And lead a base hit from Victor Scott. Only 1 out, though. Weatherholt runs well enough to score, and this could get past the catcher. Don't like it. Don't like it. Needed to make that decision a lot earlier. Scott's numbers are good with runners in scoring position, though. Hitting .313. This ball's hit fairly well. Actually worse than I thought. Easy out to right. But it's the top of our order. Danny Wright.
Now batting.
Searching for that first homer of the year. He hits lefties well enough. Come on, Danny. Fly ball. Deep to right center. We're running on it. And we're watching it get caught. This game will stay tied. Atlanta takes the lead 8-7. Could Munoz allow the run? Maybe not as lights out as we thought. Weatherholt, jump throw. He'll make it, but we need a run. Bryant Beach is 0 for 5. Danny Wright has been stranded at second base. Average at 185. OPS 600. Ice cold. Fly ball. Deep to right center. That ball's going to get down. Bryant Beach has tied the game. He was due. Finally, Bryant Beach has done something again. I didn't know the average could go down to 185. He's on the interstate. I-85 for Bryant Beach, but RBI double ties it. The Braves retake the lead 10-8. We need a hit from J.J. Weatherholt. Come on, J.J.
Ball.
None of these at-bats are easy. Never just getting us a righty we can handle. Always a lefty who's a little bit funky. Ground ball the other way. Base hit. The ball's cut off. Throw home. We could have scored. Chris Valdez scores. J.J. Weatherholt with the RBI single. And Thomas Sajazi has unbelievable numbers this year. 1167 OPS. Only 12 at-bats. Right? Whatever. Has homered twice. Handles lefties. Good spot here. Double play. Not what we wanted. We'll need something here from Raniel Rodriguez to keep it alive. Ground ball hit weakly to short. That'll do it. Braves win it. Cardiac cards can't come up clutch. It's a lot of C's. But they get degrees. Our pitching was awful today. Absolutely awful. Nolan Gorman homers. J.J. Weatherholt, of course, had 2. Chris Bubich got lit up. Liam Doyle was pretty good in relief, though. And then Andres Munoz takes a loss. Again with the 3 runs, 1 earned. ERA stays low enough, but not getting the results we want. Bottom 9, 2 outs. Raniel and J.J. Weatherholt are on. We're down 2-1. And Victor Scott strolls up to the plate. Having a good start to his 2030. Not left the yard yet, but hitting 338, 850 OPS. Or just about. And we'll face Cade Smith, a player that we pursued in the offseason and could not get. He chose to remain with his Atlanta Braves. I don't like the way he's throwing. Got Victor Scott 0-2. Has yet to lift the bat off his shoulder. And maybe that's why. 3 pitches, 3 strikes. Pepio pitched pretty well. Unfortunately gets the loss. Well, some of these prospects look okay. Elvin Kaminsky is the number 2 player in the draft, supposedly. Charles Lockett looks pretty good as well. I don't know that we're going to have a chance to get any of those players. Probably better off looking for guys in like the 20-ish range. You know, maybe some of these players can fall to us for financial reasons, but it doesn't seem super likely. Cedric Gillespie, a catcher that can hit, could be greatly appreciated. Would take that. Could also consider a pitcher for sure. Ricky Escalera just sounds like a fireballer. Let's get him in there. Not a great stretch for us with Atlanta. Got swept, but we bounced back. Or no, we didn't get swept. 4-game series. Beat them on the final day and on the verge of sweeping Toronto, which we do. And simulate there and lose to the Astros. Nolan Gorman 2 homers. He's 3 for 3. And we've got a slugfest against the division rival Pirates. Okay. Nolan Gorman continues really to be our best hitter. We're 15-11. Not exactly dominant to start the year, but good. Quite good.
Up next,
Gorman's been a big reason why. 3 homers in the series. He has better numbers against lefties. Well, got a chance here. Third homer of the day would be exceptional. Both solo shots so far, by the way. The whole reason he's hitting 7th is that the middle of the order gets on in front of him. This is like the first time that that's happened. Weatherholt has not been good. Beach has not been good. And that's the pitch. Hanging sweeper crushed. 111 off the bat by Gorman. Way foul.
That's the ball.
Valdez going to swipe second. Now that contact against left doesn't matter. We're going to focus on the clutch rating for Gorman, which is significantly worse. So suddenly, mid-at-bat, this has turned into a tougher at-bat for Gorman. Fly ball, deep to left field. Stay fair! Stay fair! Oh, it hooks foul! 7 feet shy of the foul pole.
Ball 3.
Should have been in the seats. It was in the seats. Unfortunately, needed it to be straighter. Oh, good timing. We're getting hanging sweepers. Don't miss the next one. Ball 4. Gorman works the walk. And we'll get another at bat. We're up 10-6. Now we'll face the righty. And he's going to get the intentional walk. They're afraid of Gorman. It's 15-6 the next time he comes up. Bats are alive and well. It's honestly surprising they don't have a position player out there. Oh, late on the heater. 0-2. 1-2. I'd love to hit one out here. Gorman's got exceptional power. Anytime he makes contact, got a chance. Didn't do it this time. But what a day otherwise. 15-6, hopefully is your final, even with Bruzdar on the mound. And it is. Gorman goes 3 for 4 with 2 homers. Ellie homers. Danny Wright homers in a 2-hit day. And Bryant Beach also left the yard. Ellie hit his 9th. Gorman also has 9. Ryan Yell doubles. But in general, like, everybody hit except for J.J. Weatherholt. And Ryan Yell is hitting 169. So we got some slow starters. Danny Wright's been cold. Beach has been cold. And then J.J. Weatherholt and Ryan Yell have been particularly bad. Chris Bubich didn't have his A stuff today, nor did Holton. But Soto and Bruzdar shut it down. And they've actually had very good years. The Reds are performing annoyingly well. 16-11 as we come to the end of April. Got to fix our AAA lineup, which is a good time to check out the AAA lineup. Unfortunately, some players have been injured. Chase Davis and Nick Rackett. They're going to be okay, though. Just got to fix something minor for a day. Get another outfielder in the mix. Because the game can't figure that out. I know I don't have it set to auto, so it makes sense. But we're playing well. I'll get you guys the stat update on some of the top prospects as we come to the end of April. We'll check out scouting briefly. And not a ton to report right now. We'll just see where those end up leading us. And Chris Valdez has an 11-game hit streak. Bryant Beach, 2 for 4 with a home run. Need to see him going. Carlos Lagrange is a Chicago Cub. Oh, All right. Hope the Yankees got an absolute haul back. Throws incredibly hard.
Ball one.
Has nastier stuff in real life than what's going to be available in MLB The Show. Valdez up to hitting .315, by the way. So he's settling in as the DH. Dang it, we have a good problem to have. So many good bats. Only 9 spots in the order to get him in. And obviously it's tougher for a guy like Valdez who does not play defense. His eventual home might be as a corner outfielder. He's got the speed where that's a possibility. We'd have to teach him the position. Oh, that's a pitch to hit, but it's at 101, so it's going to be tough. And that does find the seats. Full count to Chris Valdez, trying to extend the hit streak to 12. He does not throw a 70-mile-per-hour changeup. Munoz on for the save. What the hell? Ground ball to Ellie. That changeup is ridiculous. So Jay-Z 4 for 4, 2 doubles. Danny Wright 2 for 3 with a triple. Morahone was great as usual. Beach 2 for 4 with a homer. We need Bryant Beach to get going. Seamus Hassett broke his hand. It's one of the top prospects in baseball, who was not really developing well at the plate. What a defender, though. Well, we'll need a shortstop at Double-A. That sucks. It'll have to be Ryan Weingartner for now. And we got, unfortunately, a split series there with the Cubs. And finally, a pitching moment. Top 9, 2 outs. Made and Contreras on first and second. Andres Munoz against Cody Clemens. Like, losing Seamus Hassett's not the end of the world. It's our Double-A shortstop, who we know is more than a year or two away, who doesn't have a spot right now, and maybe not ever.
First baseman, Cody Clemens.
But it's just annoying that that's going to hurt his development.
That's the ball.
Trying to work this sinker, but gotta remember Andres Munoz does have triple digits in the back pocket. Only we could accurately throw it. Good slider. And does the fastball put him away? Hope so. Got a piece of it at 99. I think it sets up the changeup. Let's find out. Strike 3, got him looking. Andres Munoz saves another. Should call him the pastor. I'll work on that. Ivan Herrera with a 3-hit day. Let's get a stat check because we had some players perform really well here to start the year. Others have struggled a bit more. But we're 21-14. The Reds are just red hot right now, unfortunately. Juan Bonilla struggling at Double-A. Juan Bincho raking at Triple-A. Rodney Fuentes is crushing it. .32 RA, or 3.2 ERA, 28 innings, 27 Ks. Michael McGreevy's dominating Triple-A because of course he is. Ellie's getting cold right now. But let's check out the numbers. Brian Wu with a 4.95 ERA, 1.6 whip. Not a great start for the Cy Young. Not a great start. Hopefully he dials it in. Chris Bubich, a little up and down as well. Tanner Bybee's been getting shelled. But Sean Burke has been about our best starter. How is that possible? He's a guy who I didn't even trust to make the playoff roster. Well, he's been awesome. Ryan Pepio somehow has been even better. Not striking out guys at the same rate, but has been awesome. Liam Doyle's been up and down. Cade Anderson's just too good for AAA. He's going to be coming up very soon. But what am I going to do? Send Tanner Bybee down? No. So, tough spot. Morahone finally allowed his first run, but has been very good. Holton has not been. Soto's been locked in. Bruzdar was not great. Munoz has been great. And then David Dooley has been a great closer at AAA. Fastball's up to 93. I know, not impressive, but at least not 91. Been working on velo for 2 years now. Raniel Rodriguez, ice cold to start. Herrera is on fire. Raniel hitting 165 to start. Herrera 429 with 5 home runs, 1237 OPS. I don't know if he's going to retain anything close to this. But right now, he's playing incredibly well. Do we just keep him only hitting lefties? I don't know. David Duff. Average is not there currently at AAA, hitting just 237. But obviously the power has been there. 9 homers and 114 at-bats is pretty good. It's a 793 OPS. On base is below 300. Like, those are not numbers I'm loving. At least he's slugging 500, 3 doubles, 9 homers in 28 games is pretty good. Quite good, but looking for a bit more consistency before he earns a call-up. His contact against right actually is going down. Not my favorite. On the other hand, Nolan Gorman at the big league level, same amount of at-bats actually. 12 homers, hitting 293. Power against right is crazy. Contact is even going up. OPS at 988. On base at 359. Slugging 629. He's just been better against better competition. He is also 9 years older. Weatherholt, ice cold. Glaber's been pretty good in his role, as has Thomas Ajazi. His numbers are actually eerily similar to Glaber's. Bryant Beach starting to get it going a little bit. He's up to 7 home runs. Contact against left actually is going down slightly. Like, that's not my favorite. At least he's slugging. His numbers are actually very similar to what David Duff is doing at AAA. It's early. Chris Valdez starting to lock in. Up to an 83 overall, 841 OPS. Very nice. Ellie, yeah, he might be cold right now, supposedly. Is he really? He's got a 969 OPS. Maybe just a bad run of games. Yeah, hitting 194 in his last 36 ABs, but has 4 homers. So he's slugging 556. He's walking. He's totally fine. Riley Green's been crushing it. 339 average, 5 homers. Danny Wright is not quite as good as he was last year. His defense is still horrendous. And he's really not slugging or walking that much even. It is early, but maybe a move down in the order is exactly what he needs. Victor Scott's been great. Still like him as our 9th hitter, not the leadoff. And Joshua Baez is struggling too. So, I think we're going to end the episode at Colorado. It's a great place to hit. I think Danny Wright is going to move down slightly in the order. He's just cold right now. I think Herrera is going to get the start at catcher. I think Beach is going to move up. We're going to try him in the leadoff spot. See if we can get him going. And then Gorman's going to switch with right. Hopefully that doesn't, mess with the mojo. But we're going to try that for a little bit. See what we can do. At Colorado is like the best place to hit. So we're going to get Bryant Beach a lot of ABs against a very bad team. This is the series where we should score like 10 to 15 runs a game. I know that sounds insane and we're not going to, but if ever there was an environment in which to do that, it's here. The Rockies are 18-15 though. That's actually pretty good. Herrera's got a 13-game hit streak. Riley Green's been crushing it. Sean Burke has been crushing it. Hunter Goodman's back as a Rocky after winning a championship or 2 with the Dodgers. We'll face the former Yankee, Luis Gil. 4.31 ERA.
The leadoff hitter tonight, third baseman.
It's like completely reasonable. And we'll see if Bryant Beach can get it going. Oh, That's a 90-mile-per-hour changeup down the middle with good timing. He just swings and misses. Bryant Beach is a little lost at the plate right now, maybe. That's a pitch that's got to be absolutely crushed. Like, he just can't miss that. I get that it's legend difficulty hitting, but you just can't miss that. With good timing, especially. 3-1 to Beach. I mean, this is where you unleash the power swing and hit it 450 feet. Or go the other way. They shifted against him, hit it really hard on the ground. That was a power swing. It's a leadoff double for Bryant Beach. All right. Not the homer we were looking for, but his 11th double of the year. Just hit it hard on the ground. Tatis at 3 homers. It's actually 3 more than he has all of 2026 in real life. It's crazy. Here's Ellie. It's a big spot for him, too. Former Rocky. I think we got him in Rocky's franchise in the final year. He's always a big pickup. Hits it on the ground.
On the back.
Productive out as Beach gets the 3rd. And we'll see Riley Green try to drive Bryant Beach home. He's been our best hitter. He's an awesome player. Ground ball. Beach running on contact. It's 1-0 Cardinals. We'll take the out at first. We'll take the run. But it's 1-1. Rocky scored a run of their own. Here's Bryant Beach back up. Would love for that slider to drop in. Like, that's a pitch I'd love to hammer. Just didn't happen. Only 3 pitches for Heel. Good changeup. Caught the bottom of the zone. No real need for a challenge there. Ooh. That's a chase. Good timing, though. Wow. 1-2. Just get a mistake. Double to start was nice. Just need a real pitch to hit here. Or how about that? They keep shifting him. I think both of these would be outs if they just had a default
Great job. Way to get on base.
defensive formation out there. But they've shifted a couple times, and they've shifted away from where Bryant Beach is hitting it. Good contact. It's a 2-hit day for Beach. Just a triple and a homer away from the cycle. Wow. 1-2 to Ellie. Beach can steal a base. Dives back into first safely there. Ellie strikes out looking. And now they're 2 away. Come on, Riley. Big hit here. Luis Gil's so worried about Bryant Beach running. And there he goes. Good jump. Popped him up with 2 outs for running. And there's plenty of time for Tavar to make the catch. Beach stranded. Ever been stranded on a beach before? In worse places, I guess. Rockies have the lead 2-1. I talked about scoring 15 runs. Well, we have 1 off of Luis Gil through 5 innings. Good fastball. Maybe missed, but it was close enough to where I didn't feel like challenging it. Bryant Beach gets a fastball down the middle, and these are the pitches he's just not hitting. Pops him up. 2 for 3 days, not bad, though.
Now batting third baseman.
As Juan Mejia comes in to relieve Luis Gil. We still have 1 run. What up, Loki? Good timing on the fastball. Beach just has a lot of swing and miss to his game, unfortunately, I guess. This one's smoked, though. Could be extra bases again for Beach. Kind of slow out of the box. It's going to be a single. He hit it 112 off the bat. Just too hard to stretch to 2. And we'll need Ellie to do something here. I mean, that was absolutely crushed. Beach has such great power. We're going to take off. Get in a scoring position here for Ellie. And he's in there. Taking second on the wild pitch. Base hit ties the game. Ellie hits it hard. I think they're going to be arranged over and make the play, and they do. And we're about to score only 1 run at Coors Field against the Rockies. Chris Valdez from the right side against Jonah Padilla. Fly ball to left. Going back to the track. To the wall. Makes the catch. Rockies win. Okay. Not the same Rockies we've been used to, I guess. Bryant Beach with a 3-hit day. Gorman 1 for 3 with a walk, but otherwise, nobody on the team got a hit. That is despicable. Another Yankee to the Rockies, Carlos Rodon. That's crazy. Nolan Gorman has a 2-homer day. He'll go lefty-lefty against Wellington Herrera. Wellington has recorded an out and a walk. We finally scored some runs in this game. 7-3. Love to see it. Let's go, Gorman. Show me homer number 3. Oh, big slider. A little bit early. Oh, good timing, actually. Just better location. Gorman has an average over 300. Late on the heater. That's the one you want back. You time it up. That's going a long way. 0-2. 1-2. Just get that mistake. Get that mistake. Slider away. Hit it decently, but foul. 1-2. They're obviously being very careful. That is off the plate. That is off the plate. Are they saying on the swing? Give me a break, dude. Munoz on for the save. Ground ball. Ellie goes the short way, gets the out at second. Wow. Nice play from Ellie to win it. Gorman 2 for 4, 2 homers, 4 ribbies. Ellie with a double. Victor Scott and Danny Wright also doubled. Allowed homers to Hunter Goodman and Alec Thomas. What up, Locke? And we got one more game here against the Rockies. Against Carlos Rodon, and we lose it. Andres Munoz gets the loss. That is brutal. We defeat the Diamondbacks. We defeat the Diamondbacks. And we are 24-16. I think that's a good spot to end the episode. Got a couple guys who are cold right now, unfortunately. Bryant Beach is heating up, though. Up to 259. David Duff, a little cold right now. 732 OPS, hitting 223. His numbers over the last 40 at-bats, 175 average, 250 on base, 325 slug for a 575 OPS. That's not great. Raniel and Baez continue to struggle. Bibby's working on getting his ERA down. Sean Burke has still been excellent overall. And Nolan Gorman is hitting 284 with 14 home runs. The strikeout rate is high. That's okay when he's producing the way he is. Victor Scott, quite good as well. Ivan Herrera is incredibly locked in at the plate right now, hitting 397 with 7 homers. This is the Ivan Herrera who was promised. We beat the Dodgers 1-0. And we win the series against the Dodgers, to be honest. Was not ready for that. Might have jumped in. Ooh, Ricky Escalera. Number 2 player in the draft for us. I like to see that. But guys, that is pretty much going to do it here. Thank you so much for watching this episode. I hope you enjoyed it. This was a fun one. You know, we got to see the rise of Nolan Gorman, which I feel like we already knew about. Erwin Ruth, Babe Ruth kid. That's his son. That's Babe Ruth's son. He's got international pitchers. And what a week for us. I think we'll end it here. Bryant Beach, 2 homers. We got 10 runs. Let's have a 3-homer day. Beach is getting hot at the right time. It's only been 1 month. He can still be an all-star.
Leading off for
Hitting
St. Louis,
264,
third baseman,
860
number
OPS,
15.
10 home runs. Bryant Beach has been locked in lately. You love to see it. Would love to see that fastball go into the seats, too. But fouled it back. A lot of foul balls. Come on, Beach. That ball's ripped.
Find the ball. Find the ball.
Hang a changeup up in the zone. Against Luis Heel, it's a swing and a miss.
That ball was
Against
hit
Noble
hard.
Meyer,
Good job.
it's ripped. Cardinals win again. Bryant Beach, 3 for 4, 2 homers. J.J. Weatherholt, 3 for 4 with a homer. Ellie homered in a 2-hit day. Riley Green, 3 for 6. Nolan Gorman hit his 16th home run of the year. And Brian Wu has brought the ERA down to 3.34. Bullpen was excellent. We're starting to find our rhythm. We're starting to find our groove. Not that we've been bad this year, right? Because obviously we haven't been. But we're starting to really pull away. 32-19. Bryant Beach homered again. All right, this is actually the final thing of the video. Weatherholt and Valdez on first and second. I just get so excited, man. I want to keep going. But can't have these episodes be 3 or 4 hours long on the regular. Danny Wright has not been everything we've wanted this year.
Number 29.
659 OPS, hitting 219. But this is a big moment. 154 with runners on or in scoring position this year. Maybe he's due.
Ball outside.
Like, you got to remember Danny Wright's only 20 years old. So maybe sending him down could be best for him at this point. It's just 1 month, though. If we don't want to freak out over 1 month. But it's been a really bad month. It's been a really bad month. But one swing here, and maybe we can get it going. That slider's off the plate, but maybe too close to take. Probably not. 3-2. Ivan Herrera on deck, hitting 480 with runners in scoring position. Honestly, the move might be not even swing, because Herrera is going to tie or win the game, essentially. That might be the move. No. Of course, we're going to let it fly. Just can't square up any of these fastballs. Here's the 3-2. Danny Wright smokes it to right. That's going to get down. Oh, we got to hold him up. It's all, and Danny Wright's out at first. Oh, he hit it too hard. And they're going to intentionally walk Herrera.
Up next for the Cardinals, center fielder,
And it'll be Victor Scott.
the second.
That's brutal. Big turn at first base.
Oi.
Scott completely misses on the bunt. Curveball drops in. And this is going to be one of the more devastating losses we take all year. 0-2 to Victor. Fly ball to left. We got a tag on it. It should be deep enough. Here we go. Valdez runs pretty well.
He's safe.
He's going to slide in safely.
Now batting third base
We have tied it at 7.
for the Orioles,
They're going to bring in Cole Sands
number
against
44,
Bryant Beach, who's been red hot. This is the matchup. Fly ball! Deep to right field! Bryant Beach gives us the lead. 3-run homer Cole Sands, meet the beach. Bryant Beach takes Sands deep. 3-run homer, 10-7 Cardinals. How about it? He's getting hot at the right time. His 11th homer of the year. This is a big one. This is a big one. This lets us go to Andres Munoz. This might let us win the game. First pitch swinging. First pitch crushing. Now that's a moment. That was a cutter absolutely right down the dick, by the way. Beach did not miss it. All right, Ellie. I mean, the 3-run lead's big now, but insurance would be nice. Gorman's 0 for 4. Riley Green up next, who's 1 for 4. Ellie working on a 2-hit day. Love to see it. That's a mistake. Oh, Ellie actually hits it kind of deeper than I thought. That's going to be off the wall. Double for Ellie De La Cruz. Probably never getting 3 there. He drove that a long way. I mean, Slurve hanging right down the middle. But it looked like he was hit weaker than I guess it was. Riley Green! How about that for some insurance? Why is Cole Sands throwing pitches right down the middle? Maybe we didn't want him. Riley Green's just too good. This one's over. I don't think there's a bullpen in the world that could blow this one. That's not true, by the way. 12-7 Cardinals. What an inning. We go down, you know, by 1, 7-6 coming into the inning. And all of a sudden, yeah, we have the lead by a lot. Gorman looking for his first hit. He's ice cold right now. Average down to 257. Kind of becoming more of the 3 true outcome player. But that's okay. Slurve misses. Dude, bring back Cole Sands. He was just lobbing stuff down the middle. Where's Cole Sands? Although 3-0. Chris Valdez hitting 288, 5 homers. I think we power from 3-0 up 12-7 in the 9th. Hit it hard.
Got him. That's an out.
Right at the shortstop. 0 for 5 for Gorman. And that's going to do it. Big win for the Cardinals. That's a great way to end this video. Bryant Beach, 2-homer day. Riley Green as well. Ellie went 3 for 4 with a double. Valdez, 2 for 4 with a double. Chris Bubich kind of got lit up. Doyle was good in relief. Man, what is going on with some of our pitchers? Dylan Beavers goes 4 for 5 with a homer. Holiday, 4 for 5 with 2 homers. Nate George, 4 for 4. Disappointing. But that's going to do it, guys. Thank you so much for watching. We end the month 37-21. The Reds have fallen off in a big way. And we're crushing it right now. Hopefully some of our prospects can get it going. You know who you are. David Dooley's on fire. Ellie's on fire. 18 home runs right now. Brian Wu's brought the ERA down to 3.66. Munoz has been unreal. 1.59 ERA. Morejon's been quite good. Bryant Beach is now hitting 284. I know it's early, so the sample's so small. But he was hitting 185 not long ago. 13 homers now. Riley Green, 14. Hitting 314. Weatherholt starting to turn it around a little bit. David Duff has brought the average up to 234. I know his average is not the end-all be-all here. The on-base is only 288. But he's starting to hit a little bit more lately. A little bit. Gotta see a bit more. Ryan Yell is still ice cold, man. Bybee still struggling. Gorman's at 17 home runs. Can't complain. Guys, this is officially the outro. Glaber's on fire. Herrera's on fire. Yeah, he's unbelievable right now. And I will see you guys in the next one. Take it easy.